Hi, welcome to another episode of Hot Takes. And here's an interesting question. Is the king a Muslim? If he is, he must immediately stop being the head of the Church of England. He must step down from that role. If he is, he must immediately stop being king. He must abandon the throne and take himself off. I think if he is a Muslim, he's betrayed 2,000 years of history of this country, and it must mean the end of the royal family. And I've been a royalist my whole life. I swore allegiance to Her Majesty, technically to her heirs and successors, but I do not consider that stale oath fulfilled by my king. Because if he's a Muslim, he's not my king. He's not the king I swore allegiance to. What makes me ask this question is, and this story actually comes from one of you good people. It was actually a viewer suggestion. I'm not going to name the viewer for obvious reasons. I protect my sources. I don't want to embarrass anyone. But not just me. It seems others now. Lawrence Fox is looking into this. He's contacting Waitrose. Kelly J. Keane also is raising this issue. Many people are starting to raise this issue because it appears that all meat, including, quote, organic meat that comes from the duchy, as in the Duchy Originals, the King Charles's personal company, has been slaughtered by halal methods. This is barbaric and torturous. It should be banned. Any country that considers itself civilized should ban halal meat. There is a reason it's done. I'll come to the reason it's done shortly. It is disgusting that our king thinks that this is acceptable. And it's disgusting that it's not plastered all over the product, that this is a halal product, allowing informed consumer choice. One would assume, it being organic, they wouldn't have tortured an animal in order to kill it. But apparently no, the king is quite happy with that. And that's the moment I realised he's not my king. Now, there's going to be lots of denials. But the fact is that those animals are going into a place where halal slaughter happens. So you can deny it all you like. What is wrong with the politicians of this country that they do not have the balls to ban halal slaughter? Ritual slaughter in any form is backward and savage and barbaric. It should be banned. Indeed, Sikhs actively work against this. The Sikh religion says that food is already blessed by God for, simply being food. You don't need some wizard susurrating spells over an animal as you torture it slowly to death. The Sikh method is actually very humane. It's a man, a very highly trained man, with a huge sword who is literally and beheads the animal. It dies instantly. I think that's probably more humane than a bolt gun, but at least a bolt gun is quick, You're not letting an animal hang by its rear feet as you slit its throat and let it remain conscious as the blood slowly drains. My personal feeling, and this is just an opinion, is that the slaughtering of animals in a cruel, inhumane way was done deliberately and chosen deliberately in order to harden the individuals, harden the people who did it against feeling compassion. If you have compassion for animals, you might end up having compassion for humans. And when you're looking for world domination, you can't afford to have compassion for humans. So you instill cruelty to animals in order to create little psychopaths. That's my opinion. Challenge me. But if the king is flogging halal meat, then I will never, ever buy anything from Duchy Originals again. I will never, ever use Waitrose again if they're stocking this disgusting product. And the king must go. In fact, I think it's time now the royal family goes. Basically, fucks off. They can take a few million each, but all their houses revert back to the state. they can go and live somewhere nice, somewhere far away, where they can practice their disgusting habits in private, but not in this country. Let me know your thoughts. Thanks very much. I never thought I'd say these words. Goodbye.